According to a tale, a famous blacksmith from ancient times, who having been taken prisoner and locked into the dungeon, began to examine the chains that bound him in order to discover if there was some way that there was a weakness in the links that would make it possible for him to escape. And his hopes, they were dashed when he found from looking at this that there were identifying marks of the chain, that he realized it was his own craftsmanship. And it had always been his boast that no one could break a chain that he had forged. It's kind of like us. Sometimes, if we allow it to happen, just the way in our perspective of life, that what we find is that we forge a chain that binds, don't we? A chain that no one can break. And I think that's a message in turn that it asks us, how are we responding to the choices of life? Obviously, that blacksmith made a choice to put him in the dungeon. Made a choice that said he would make chains that would never break. When I took psychology a long, long time ago in undergraduate school, one of the things I remember was that the majority of us as human beings very rarely ever make choices between good and evil. That's not the choice that we make. Rather, the choice we make is what we want to do and what we ought to do. In the letter of 1 Peter, we are told that we are a chosen race. We are a royal priesthood. We are God's own people. I love that passage because it says God has made a choice. We are chosen. We have been chosen by God, God's self. And so our choice that God has allowed us to make is, how are we going to live in that chosenness? God bless.